15 reasons why you should subscribe to PewDiePie. Hello, Aluxers. Great to have you back with us. This is not your normal Sunday motivational video. Today we're doing something a little different. With the sub gap at an all-time low, we have to do our part. Although technically Alux is similar in structure to T-Series than Pewds, since we're a company, we grew up watching early YouTube. We joined the platform in the early days of Fred and almost shed a tear when Ray William Johnson left the platform. We decided to do this video because there are valuable lessons to be pulled out from this situation, which will benefit anyone who's willing to listen. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. With all that said, here are 15 reasons why you should subscribe to PewDiePie. Number 1. He's a self-made man. No managers, no talent agency, no big budget campaigns. Felix grinded it out every day for almost 9 years now. In the early days, he used to sell hot dogs on the pier to earn a living after moving out from his parents' house. Then he came back home and played video games recording himself. Few people actually know the original channel Pewds used to upload to called Pewdie, which to this day has just over 400,000 subscribers. The beauty of being a self-made man is that nobody owns your work. In the early days of YouTube, he did partner with an MCN. Back then, only companies could monetize YouTube channels, which ripped him off. We made the same mistake early on, but realized quickly that these companies will take a % out of the money you earn without giving anything back in return. Yes, he earns over $15 million per year from this, but we still believe he's massively underpaid, as with all big YouTubers. The journey of the man is more important than just throwing numbers around. Number 2. He believed in himself when no one else would. Can you imagine the conversation? Going to your parents several years ago when YouTube was just starting out and telling them you're quitting a good university in order to film yourself playing video games on the internet. How do you think that would have gone? Literally nobody believed in his vision except for himself, and it took years of struggle, uncertainty, questioning your own decisions, understanding trends, and taking full advantage of the shift that was happening in society towards the internet. In the early days of your journey, you become a target of hate, ridicule, impersonation, and of people who would rather see you fail. It takes a lot of willpower to stick to your vision, and we appreciate that about Felix. Number 3. He fathered the likes of Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Mr. Beast, and more. Just to be clear, these people worked and still work their butts off to be where they are today, but Felix's influence certainly helped with their growth. Some of the biggest people on YouTube were influenced by Pewds' journey. When someone proves that something is possible, many follow suit afterwards. Mr. Beast gave over $1 million away last year alone. Mark and Jack have raised large amounts of money for charity and have inspired countless people to improve their lives with their own journey and success. If you got it, help others to get it as well, and they'll be there for you when you need it. Number 4. Fame and wealth didn't change him that much. Pewds can afford to keep it honest. Since he's independent, he can afford to speak his mind on any topic. That's a luxury these days. Add to that the maturity to not allow wealth and fame to take control of your life, and we only have respect for him. Just look at all the young YouTubers getting rich and famous, how quickly their lives turn upside down. It's not easy dealing with all the fame. Just look at the Paul brothers. But to keep things honest, there was one event where Pewds let us down. In the early days of fame, he was attending a premiere with his soon-to-be wife, Marcia, and he had a choice to either enter through the back or go through the front and get his picture taken by photographers. He wanted the spotlight and left Marcia to get his celebrity moment. Not cool, Felix. Not cool. Number 5. He reads a lot and recommends books to his audience. One of our favorite segments on his channel was the book club. In 2018, Felix read 72 books in total, while the average person reads 1.5 books per year. As you know, we've recommended countless books ourselves, and to see such a large creator inspiring his audience to read is just amazing. Even better, our recommendations have overlapped multiple times, and we couldn't be happier about that, to get even more people to read these books. Out of his own list, we can recommend Viktor Frankl's A Man's Search for Meaning, In the Buddha's Words, 12 Rules for Life, and anything by Murakami or Yukio Mishima. Even better, if you want to read more this year, you can go to alux.com/freebook, and when you sign up, you can get any of these as an audiobook for free, thanks to our friends at Audible. Number 6. He gave us all these different PewDiePies. Amnesia PewDiePie? Remember boy band PewDiePie? What about beautiful lady PewDiePie? And we're just getting started here. Duck PewDiePie? Scared of barrels PewDiePie? Harlem Shake PewDiePie? Happy Wheels PewDiePie? Blue PewDiePie? Getting kicked out twice PewDiePie? Epic Beard PewDiePie? Beastmaster 64, Jacksepticeye 2, 50 mil PewDiePie, Can You Do This PewDiePie, Get Over It PewDiePie. And then it all changed when the Fire Nation attacked. We got serious PewDiePie, Christian channel PewDiePie, back to his roots PewDiePie, try again motherfuckers PewDiePie, never on the bridge PewDiePie, meme reviewer PewDiePie, not giving his own opinion PewDiePie, to today's no legs body hovering PewDiePie. And these are just the most notable ones. Number 7. He's incredibly disciplined. His channel has been active since the 29th of April 2010. Currently, there are 3,750 videos uploaded to the channel, without taking into account videos that have been deleted over time. Just think about the discipline and creativity it takes to put out a piece of content every single day, some days even more than one, for this long. It's easy to get sucked in by the revenue numbers, by the large subscriber counts, but few people are looking at the zoomed-in picture. He's one guy with 2 editors. That's all there is to it. There isn't a management team, there are no writers, no producers, just content in its raw form. That's why mainstream media is attacking this generation of raw media, because they are losing to tiny teams, even sometimes to individuals. 3,750 plus videos and counting? Respect. Number 8. He keeps raising money for charities. We were always intrigued why traditional media always fails to mention how much money he raised for charities. And this did not begin recently. He did it early on in his journey as well. After winning his first award, the King of the Web, he gave away all of the prize money to WWF. Since then, he helped to raise money for Charity Water, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and Save the Children. Just to go through the numbers. The first time T-Series was about to pass him, he leveraged the moment to raise over $250,000 for kids in India. Before that, he donated over $630,000 to Save the Children, and who could forget the massive $1.3 million to #EndAIDS via Revel Mode livestream. Name another YouTuber that's even come close to that. Number 9. His flex game is better than anyone else on YouTube. Yes, people showcase their Teslas, Ferraris, and Lambos, their mansions and lifestyles, but Pewds is in a league of his own. The now deleted video, My New Car, is probably the best piece of content to ever live on the internet. He had to eventually take it down because another YouTuber, KSI, claimed the entire revenue of the video, over $50,000, because of a few seconds of his song. Not to mention when he brought us with him to show us his new pool. Notable mentions are his collection of exotic animals, rest in peace Slippy, his Cause and Gundam collection, and his tattoos. Number 10. He is the definition of YouTube, despite YouTube not endorsing him anymore. The original tagline for YouTube was, "Broadcast yourself." To say things changed on YouTube since the beginning would be an understatement. We're not complaining. Most of these changes are incredibly useful, and we couldn't be more grateful for them. YouTube and the team at Google have created tools that make channels like ours, or that of PewDiePie's, a sustainable business. It allows people the opportunity to get their own message out. The change is happening in the bigger picture. YouTube feels like it's grown beyond a video social media platform and is now looking to compete directly with the likes of Netflix or traditional television. That's why they're always pushing TV content on the platform. In the process of formalizing everything, the average creator gets left behind. No example is better than this year's YouTube Rewind, which lacked everything old YouTube used to stand for, and instead focused all its efforts into changing the perception of what YouTube is. That's why they had Will Smith center stage, and the likes of PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, Shane Dawson, and David Dobrik nowhere to be seen. What YouTube needs to understand is that PewDiePie is no longer just a user on the platform. It is the embodiment of old YouTube, of what people loved about the platform, and fuels its growth. A martyr that will fall at the feet of new YouTube, shamed away because it no longer fits with their new agenda. Number 11. He's been in a serious relationship for years and is getting married. First of all, congratulations if you're seeing this. Secondly, fame, money, attention, these are all disruptors in someone's life, which can derail everything you stand for quite quickly. Felix has been in a serious relationship since the early days of his career. He and Marcia grew together, learned about the world, and explored it. With the exception of micro-cheating, they've been a pretty solid couple, working through the difficulties of building a relationship in the public eye. She recently retired from YouTube to pursue personal projects, and we look forward to the wedding. Number 12. He is a whiskey legend. It's weird to think that a YouTube gamer could educate so many people about whiskey. In the mythical Beard days, he went through a phase where he enjoyed his whiskey and took the opportunity to share his passion with his audience. As whiskey drinkers ourselves, it was a pleasure to see so many new people get introduced to more premium brands. To be honest, when the whiskey series started picking up, we were a bit worried that Pewds might become an alcoholic, but it turns out he realized he was going down a dangerous slope and cut down on the whiskey intake. Number 13. Gloria Borger and Poppy Harlow are the most reliable news source. Although this started out as a joke or an opportunity for Pewds to rant on recent events, it's taken quite a turn. Our generation relies on news curators to filter through all the noise. A curated news feed, personal friends, Philip DeFranco, and now, surprisingly, Gloria Borger. Poppy and Gloria have been quite appealing as curators for internet, platform-related news, and to be honest, it's become quite the highlight of the week in terms of content put out by Felix. Unlike them, we're allowed to give our own opinion, and we really hope he keeps this segment up. Number 14. His handshakes are quite legendary. The internet will never let this go. Remember when Pewds went on Conan? That's what happens when you leave the house. What about the time he met Jack for the Rebel Mode stream? Or the time he met with Ethan from H3H3? We didn't forget. Life can be awkward sometimes, but it's part of being human. Number 15. We really want to see what a 100 million subscriber button looks like. Despite being a community of 9-year-olds, PewDiePie's audience is more mature than that of the average trending YouTuber, which allows for an even stronger bond. We remember when Pewds got his diamond play button, then his golden play button, and later the 50 mil one. We were all there for the journey. We felt both proud and genuinely happy for his achievement, and that of the community he's built. His subreddit is now over 1 million users, and his Lawai show, which Jack's Films definitely stole from him, involves his audience in the content creation process. We want to experience alongside him the moment YouTube has to grant him the final play button. It's going to be a personal experience, not something on a big stage, formal. We want him to unbox it the same way he did with all of them, somewhere in his house with Edgar next to him. Today alone, we will not have you answer a question. Instead, go ahead and subscribe to this guy if you haven't already. It takes very little effort, and for some reason, we're really invested in the success of someone we've never met, because throughout the years, we feel like we shared the journey with him. But of course, it wouldn't be an alux.com video without a special bonus fact for those of you sticking around until the end. So here it is. Number 16. We believe that Pewds will retire soon. He's made more money than he needs. He's been traveling back and forth to Japan for the past couple of years, and he's soon going to be married. We don't think someone like Felix will ever stop being a YouTuber, but a retirement is definitely in sight. We believe that after the wedding, after the T-Series fight is over, Felix will settle down and enjoy his retirement, occasionally jumping in to save the day when the platform requires it. He and Marzia have also purchased a summer house to get away from it all, and we wish them the best life there is to live. If you've watched the video up to this point, write subscribe to PewDiePie in the comments. We can't think of anything better to put there today. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.